In this video, I'm going to give you some of the best skills you can learn and implement today to break into consulting with any degree or background. So really stick around for the last one because it's one of the most important skills you can try today. Give you all some background, I'm a former Big Four consultant with over 5 years of experience under my belt, and I did make my start with absolutely no business, finance, or accounting in my background. Now, to briefly preface, the remainder of this video, I'm going to be talking more about soft skills and not really super technical skills, but I will make a video in the future about more technical focused skills with specific consulting competencies in the future. But for now, let's get into it. So skill number one is customer service skills. Now, customer service skills are some of the most important and really some of the top skills any consultant can have, because in addition to your daily duties, you're a people manager. And this is true at any rank. So what do I mean by people manager? A significant proportion of the job requires you to build connections, cultivate relationships, and display good customer service skills when you want or need something finished. So there are going to be times when you need something from someone. That could be help from a document, review, an introduction to another person, and whether or not you get that thing depends on the relationship you have with that person. So I love video games, and I'll put it into gaming terms. Imagine that each person you interact with has a trust meter. Doing things for this person builds that trust meter, and letting them down takes away from that trust meter. The trust meter starts at a different point depending on the person you're talking to. So your coworkers, for example, usually start very high or fairly high, and your clients start relatively low because some clients don't necessarily trust contractors right away. So you want to have as many people as possible with maxed out trust meters to make your consulting life much, much easier. In many cases, your client's perception of you is really, really important. So maintaining that trust through your customer service skills will lead to an overall healthy state of the contract, and consequently will look better on you. Just some additional tips. Always use pleasantries when writing emails. So ask how they're doing. If you remember a particular thing about them, kind of mention that in the email, like, oh, hey, how was your birthday? I remember it was your birthday this past weekend. Ask them about that. A lot of people really appreciate that. It does go a long way. And when things don't go as planned, you'll really need to reframe your responses as constructively as possible and keep your cool. Great. So now skill number two is curiosity and creativity. So in consulting, you'll need to, above all else, be curious. Many times you'll be given a task without any real direction or prior completion, and you'll have to approach the problem with a curious and creative mind. So what do I mean by curious? Let me give you an example to illustrate it a bit. I have a staff level consultant reporting to me, or I did rather, and he was very, very smart, a super intelligent guy. However, he struggled when the tasks required him to find his own starting point. So he would kind of always come to me, asking me where certain things are and how to start. He found it challenging that sometimes you needed to do research to even start a task. And he isn't alone in this, by the way. This is very much a skill you learn over time. And it's something that I was taught and I had to teach many times. So if you're someone who needs constant direction, or someone who struggles when the path to the answer isn't clearly laid out for you, then this skill is something I highly recommend training. Moving on to skill number three, responsiveness. So if you can take any of these skills onward after this video, I really want it to be this one. Responding quickly can set you so far apart from your peers to both your client and your management. There will be many times when you have competing priorities and many tasks on your to-do list. And this is especially true if you have multiple clients that you're reporting to. So it's really, really important that especially during these times, you make sure to maintain your responsiveness to the people who need you most. If someone sends an email to you requesting some kind of document or information, it's extremely important to respond, even if it's just like, hey, I want to confirm that I just saw this, but I'll take a look for you and I'll get back to you as soon as I have a good answer for you. And a lot of times people really appreciate that. These gestures really do go a long way, and it shows that you're on top of things. And again, kind of going back to the trust meter, actions like this really build trust with a lot of people, whether that's your management or your clients. So think of it like you're waiting in line for an order. It makes you feel much better when they give you a number, they show you how long it takes on that little TV screen, and tell you how long it'll be till your food is ready. Same idea here. You responding to them shows them that you just took their order and gave them their number, and that you're going to give them a particular amount of time until you're going to get back to them. This also prevents backups because of you and keeps the project moving forward, which is among the most important things you can do, and why being responsive is one of the most important skills to learn in consulting. So finally, if you're employed but not in consulting yet, I highly recommend you try some of these skills out in your daily job so you can optimize these in your resume for when you apply to your consulting role. Which one do you think you're going to try first? I highly recommend to try out responsiveness because it's so easy to do, but it is a really good skill to practice. If you want to hear my story on how I broke into consulting as a biology major, then click the next video. And I want to leave you, before I say goodbye, I really want to leave you with some action items. Number 1, practice your customer service with one person. Wow, I really suck at this. Number 2, start a project without help. So I really want you to find a problem at your current job and try to at least start solving that problem without someone giving you direction or without even them asking you to start on it. I think whenever you have free time, try to start on it. It'll look really good, and it's really good to put on your resume. And 3, be responsive. So really just focus on every week, at least once or twice a week, responding within 5 minutes. If you can do less, that's even better. Anyway, so these are the action items. If you can't read them, I am so sorry. It's really hard to write on this thing. But thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.